Ozu Yasujirō, a director formerly said to be too Japanese for Western audiences, is a hidden gem amongst the legends of directing. When you begin to watch a Yasujirō film, the first thing you might notice is his fantastic visual style. Even from his early films, you can strongly detect his signature. Ozu tends to strip film down to its bare elements until you're left with nothing but the essentials. He organizes these core ingredients of visual filmmaking to shift viewers' perspectives on daily life. It's a gift he gives to us, a new sight in a world that tends to grow gray and mundane. While his stories often have a melancholy theme, his visual style alters viewers' outlook on life. Throughout this visual essay, we will look at some of the terms Ozu invented to employ his vision and style. First, we will discuss one of the most famous inventions created by Ozu, the tatami shot. The tatami shot is created by having the camera set up just a few inches above the ground, similar to the experience of sitting on a tatami mat. He would accomplish this image by using a low-sitting tripod, which were very hard to come by back in those days. This shot creates the feeling of being at home with the characters, one of Ozu's favorite feelings to transmit to watchers. At the core of his devices, the scent of his very Japanese nature can't help but flow through each of his films. Stemming from the tatami shot, Ozu's camera movements, or lack thereof, surprised most filmmakers. Ozu often shot straight on and static, two things associated with boring filmmaking. However, Ozu keeps the camera still to keep us focused and only moves it when completely necessary. Ozu composes his frames like paintings, and paintings don't move. Frames within frames. Ozu is a master of creating layers and depth within composition. He would shoot his scenes far away and would use things like door frames, trees, people, or other objects to create texture and dimension. He often used objects like tea kettles or boxes in the foreground to increase this depth. He boxed in what was meant to be seen. Then he would methodically place people and objects in the center of that frame with intention and precision. Furthermore, Ozu never has anything happen off camera. Everything within the frame is placed there with purpose and reason. Ozu was a lover of pillow shots. Pillow shots are small attachments to scenes that affect on or shift the meaning of what comes next. Ozu's pillow shots consist mostly of everyday life: seas, mountains, boats, and train tracks. These cutaways are gentle carriers of the overall force in Ozu's tone. They evoke strong emotions rolling below the surface of the story. Of all these techniques we discussed, it barely scratches the surface Ozu has made on cinema. Ozu's Japanese-derived techniques attribute to a tone that is consistent throughout all of his films: minimalistic purpose. The camera barely moves and time slows. You're reminded of an earlier place of your life and you're overwhelmed with nostalgia. The audience soaks up everything placed meticulously within the scenes and rooms. They feel at ease with families Ozu tells stories about. Ozu Yasujirō, a master of serenity and restraint, documents life in a way that's reminiscent and wistful. His Japanese influence guides his individual style. He will be known as a great director because of the care he takes with his films, as if each frame was a painting. He never took a shot for granted but handled it with equal attentiveness as the others. He stands out in his skill and techniques because of his steadfastness in his individuality. In the words of Ozu himself, "I just want to make a tray of good tofu. If people want something else, they should go to the restaurant and shops."